Hi, Merit Memorial family. I wanted to welcome you to the 2023-2024 school year. I want to start by saying thank you so much for all your warm welcomes as I enter into this new role as your new principal of Merit Memorial. I come to Merit Memorial with this being my 15th year in education, and I am so excited for what this year is to hold. Some other staffing updates. Mrs. Jill Couric, the assistant principal over at EHB, is taking a leadership role as the early childhood center supervisor, in which she will oversee the kindergarten and the preschool directly at EHB. I also wanted to welcome Mr. Lucio Panulo, Miss Amanda Biederman, and Miss Jessica back to our staff. We are so excited to have them, and they've been a great addition. For some building updates, I wanted to give a huge shout out to Mrs. Runge, Mr. Brown, Mr. Riley, and Mr. Panulo, because without them, we wouldn't be ready for the school year. Between organizing class lists and making sure all the paperwork is in order, to touching up paint and deep cleaning of classrooms to be ready for this school year. I cannot thank them enough. They've done a fabulous job as you see the wonderful building around you. To continue to talk about some district curriculum, for English language arts, we are continuing to use the Foundations program, which is a phonics program. We're also using Readers and Writers Workshop, in which students will develop their reading comprehension and their writing skills. For mathematics, we'll use the Everyday Mathematics curriculum. For science, we'll use the Knowing Science. For social studies, phys ed, health, music, art, technology, and foreign language, we'll use the Cresco curriculum, which is aligned to the NJSLS, the New Jersey Student Learning Standards. I wanted to take a moment and go over some arrival procedures, but we've been doing a great job so far. But beginning at 8:15, there will be staff outside to supervise students while they'll line up. In normal weather, students will line up outside in front of the designated doors in which they've been lining up. In the case of inclement weather or extreme weather, students will be permitted to enter the building at 8:15 and line up at designated spots. So they will enter the same door in which they line up at, and they enter in every morning. However, they will just go to a designated location and line up inside. For dismissal, we ask that all family members stay on the sidewalk for children to be dismissed. So that they can be dismissed in an orderly fashion to an identified family member. Children will not be dismissed to a car that is parked or in the middle of the road. And I just ask that you're patient with our staff at the beginning of the year as they get to know who's picking up each child every day to ensure everyone's safety. One favor that I ask is during arrival and dismissal to please stay on the sidewalk and away from the class lines and entrances to the building. Sometimes when you move too close to these areas, it makes it difficult for staff to know what students are there or where students need to be. And just for the safety of everybody, we ask that you just stay on the sidewalk and give some space so that teachers are able to see the parents when they are dismissing, or to make sure that they have all their students during lineup when they bring them into the building. So about lunch and recess, if your child forgets to bring their lunch, we will call home. But just as a note, we don't typically have any extra lunches in the building. If you are sending in lunch, please make sure just to label the lunch with a full name and homeroom. We ask that if you'd like, you can bring in a refillable water bottle each day, where we have bottle filler stations located all throughout the building that children are allowed to use. And then you could see that we have our lunch and recess schedule where grades 1 and 2 are at lunch from 11:25 to 11:45, while third grade is at recess. And then the grades flip-flop from 11:50 to 12:10. Third grade is at lunch and grades 1 and 2 are at recess. And then the next lunch period begins at 12:15 to 12:35, where grade 4 is eating lunch and grade 5 is at recess. And then once again, those grades flip-flop, and at 12:40, grade 5 comes in to eat, and grade 4 goes out to recess. So now I wanted to speak a little bit about the Homeschool Association, our HSA. They coordinate the lunch program at Merit, they run an after-school program, and they fundraise for countless programs, field trips, and other initiatives that are integral to what makes Merit work and makes Merit so special. Their first meeting of the year is Friday, September 8th, this Friday at 8:45 a.m. Our co-presidents for the HSA are Miss Margaret Wong and Miss Golsha Oral. And if you need more information, you could go to their website at merithsa.org. You will also find them at a table at Back to School Night where you can sign up or you can ask them any questions. Also, we have our Korean Parent Association, our KPA, and that's an organization that consists of MMS Korean parents that provide assistance for Korean families and students. And they also support Merit School and the Cresco community through a variety of fundraisers and events throughout the year. Our president is Miss Jennifer Kwan, and if you want to contact the KPA or if you have any further questions, you can email them at meritkpa@gmail.com. So here's some upcoming dates and events that are coming up in the upcoming days. Most notably, we have school pictures on the 15th, and on the 23rd of this month, we have our Merit Family Picnic. And we will continue to let you know about the events as they come up so that we can ensure that you are fully aware of all that's going on. And the best way to keep up to date on what's going on in the district and at Merit Memorial is through the Cresco Public Schools app. So if you go to your Google Play or your Apple Store, and you download the Cresco Public Schools app, you can sign up for alerts from the district and whatever schools your child attends. So you can select Merit and you would get all our alerts. All our events and all the information is uploaded into the calendar on the Public Schools app. And if you have any questions, I am more than gladly help you to download and access the information. With that being said, I just wanted to thank you for watching this video and getting the procedural updates about Merit for this school year. I am always here if you need to talk or if there's anything you need, and I look forward to an amazing year as I get to know all of your children. Thank you.